It's Thursday night. Welcome back. We're serving up some satire, sarcasm, and salty language, all the way from our safety in our subterranean studios in the suburbs of Metro Detroit. This is HBL Radio Nation. I'm Brian P. Gallagher.
And I'm Diane Russell.
You made it through that, Di.
I know. And we're doing the more casual thing tonight because we're
going
sick.
Remote.
I'm sick, and I told Brian to stay home.
And hey, let's make that something that is a natural thing to happen. Let's make that something that is appropriate because I love you for that, Di. Thank you so much. You called me at the second that you didn't feel good, and I could stay home, and I didn't have to spread that amongst anyone in my family. Thank you so much.
I wish more people would do this. But
some
people don't have a choice. They have to go to work because they need the paycheck.
Yeah.
Now we're not getting paid for this.
No. That is a brilliant point. We are so broke that we don't have to worry about each other's health. We actually do worry about each other's health because we're so broke.
I know. Oh my God. So yeah, it's I don't know. I didn't feel right about having you here, and so. We don't have the green screens. This is my natural background with my drum kit and all my gear back there and my Led Zeppelin and my amber lights and my disco ball. And Brian's in his basement with his Irish flag and his
I do, and I have no
voiceover studio
that I'm looking at. What? There it is.
And
I gotcha.
This is your voiceover studio. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
This actually is a sound catch that I built myself. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this captures all of the high-end frequencies and reflects them back into each other so that you end up with a whole wonderful bit of phase cancellation. So they never come back as an echo. So when you're recording, you don't get echoes. It's a wonderful thing.
I don't know if you hear it. Do you hear it? I hear like a little
Echo.
No. It's like a. It seems to be frequent. Now that I'm listening for it, I don't hear it.
I don't hear anything on my end.
Right there, it just happened just there.
Okay, let's let it go again.
Okay, I don't know.
Let's entertain people by not saying anything. Be quiet.
God. It was right there. So yeah, as soon as you said be
I don't
quiet,
hear it
was
on
right
my
there.
end.
It's like it sounds like a little bit
Yeah.
It sounds a little bit like what's that thing that Tony made the mask for? The alien thingy, Predator. It sounds like the Predator clicking, click, 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 real fast. Oh, the heat just went off. Maybe that was it. I don't know, dude. We're just trying to work out all the kinks because we're not in our normal atmosphere and we're not together, and that's
I totally get it, but the first thing that I need to do is I need to go off board here, and I'm not looking at you, and I'm not on the interface right now, but I need to jump in and say that as of today, we are at February 23rd, 2023, and we have 84 mass shootings. If that does not disgust you, if that does not make you want to cry, if that does not make you say whiskey, tango, foxtrot, I don't know what to say. It
infuriates me.
Our kids are growing up with bulletproof backpacks. Our kids are growing up with having to deal with, we had to deal with what happens when a nuclear bomb strikes, what happens when there's
and when everybody's going to die no matter what.
We have to run out and we have to get by this one tree. We have to go out by this one tree. What happens when there's a fucking, mass shooter with a fucking AR-15? Do you know what happens? Do you know what happens? They do.
Yeah.
Your kids do.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Your kids know. And that's the important thing.
Did you see that video?
Are going through these fucking goddamn, drills on a daily basis.
Yeah. Did you see that video of the teacher who was trying to debunk the whole thing of, the cats, or the cat litter being in the bucket? Okay. Do you know why it's there? In case we're locked in there for 4 hours and somebody's got to relieve themselves. That's why it's there. And guess what? See these little blankets right here, these silver blankets? That's to cover up dead bodies, just in case there's dead bodies in the room. He went through this whole thing.
That our kids know today when there's a mass shooter coming in. You either hide, you run, or you attack.
Yeah.
That's it.
Everybody
Which
freeze.
are you?
Everybody down on the ground.
And I remember even a couple years ago when a little girl, there was a room full of parents and teachers and in law enforcement, and they're like, all right, we're gonna have a professional come in and they're gonna talk to you about school shootings and da-da-da-da and all this stuff. And this little fucking 10-year-old girl walks in and she's like, hi, I'm your expert, and this is what happens. You would all be dead right now if I was the shooter. Right now, you'd all be dead.
She knew more than they did.
She knew more than they did, and she's a little fucking girl. And it was just, it's heartbreaking. It's infuriating. And these fucking Republicans who are just out for blood, they don't give a fuck about people. It's so obvious they don't give a fuck about people anymore.
It's a whole new world. It's crazy. Yeah.
They don't give a fuck. You can see it in everything that they do. Taking away women's rights, and they won't pass a fucking law. They won't pass a law for restrictions on guns. In fact, what was it? Oh, yeah, just yesterday, Lauren Boebert and Representative Barry Moore from Colorado want to make
an alleged former.
Yeah, want to make the AR-15 the national gun of America, saying it's a quintessential piece of Americana when it was only invented in 1963 during Vietnam. You know what? Fuck them. Fuck them and their fucking pins and their fucking guns. I wish they would shove them up their ass and pull the fucking trigger.
Recently, we had 10 mass shootings in 3 days. That's incredible. That is a whole new record to have. And the homosexuals are just, really going crazy over it.
And it's all
Um,
these white dudes and pastor after pastor after pastor, getting arrested and thrown in jail for child sex abuse. It's all I see on Twitter anymore.
What I find really interesting is the hashtag that I started to use, because part of social media is that you use these hashtags, right? And you join up with other people that are socially like you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole concept behind it. Hello, incredible.
Yeah.
But I formed a hashtag over a week ago that I've used well over 50 times at this point. And it's hashtag it is the guns.
Right.
And if you go onto Twitter and you try to tag hashtag it is the guns, if you try to tag hashtag it is the girls, it is anything else, it is will show anything up. But once you get past it stops.
Right.
And you cannot select it is the guns. You can't select it. It's not
because Elon Musk is, a Russian and a Saudi Arabian puppet. We already fucking know this. And we got to get off Twitter. We got to get on Spoutable. You know what I mean? Or one of these other platforms. And it's the only way we can push and promote our show is through Twitter right now. Because it's the only place where I've, almost 3,000 followers. I had 5,000.
Twitter, Instagram, and maybe,
I had 5,000 followers before Elon took over. So, yeah, a fucking piece of shit. And he's owned by Russia. Sure. You instant the it sucks being sick. To my little friend. So, yeah.
Oh my God, is he in underwear?
I don't know. He's not wearing pants. Look at him. He's in his panties. You are in your panties.
What the fuck is that?
Are you in your panties?
No.
Bullshit.
I'm in my skivvies.
You know this is being broadcast on YouTube, and you're in your underwear, dude.
It's alive!
He can't bother to put on a pair of pants for the show.
Well, it might get us a little bit more, ratings because
all you gotta say is
your
Hunter
chicken white legs.
laptop.
Negative. You cut it out. You stop it. You freak.
Dick!
You cut it out.
Snap out of it.
Yes, we've entered a whole new game now.
Oh my God, we're not even doing our job. It's turned into a total shit show. I can't see and I'm sick, and you're in your fucking underwear.
Just wait till I'm not. So anyway, as we talk about mass shootings, and there were 10 shootings in 3 days, there are some new bills that are coming out. One of the new bills is talking about a safe. One of the bills is talking about background checks on rifles and shotguns. And here in Michigan, that's a big thing, because you have a lot of people that are hunting and a lot of people that don't want to have background checks on things. They want to make it easy for their kids to be able to go and get a hunting rifle.
Yeah, but no background checks on AR-15s.
But why is no background checks on anything at all? That's the whole NRA stance. And I don't understand that stance. Nobody can explain to me, nobody who is a responsible gun owner can explain to me why they want no background checks at all. It makes no sense
they're
at
Russian puppets, and all they want is for Americans to be killing Americans. That's
I don't
what they
know
want.
if it's really going to that far, but I mean, nobody wants safe storage.
we know that
wrong with safe storage?
I know, but that's my point, man. We know that fucking Russia is laundering money through the fucking NRA. It's a goddamn proven fact. There's all this goddamn lawsuits.
That's
we
why
know
they don't pay taxes. Yeah.
They don't pay taxes. It's all fucking, ever since that one law was repealed, I forget what it was called, Citizens United or something like that. And they repealed that law, and then all this dark money came flying in from fucking Russia. They're half the Republican Party is owned by them. Look at Rand Paul and Ron Johnson, and look at fucking Tucker Carlson. His clips are played all the time on Russian state TV. All the time.
You have to understand that Tucker Carlson is part of faux news, and they've already announced that they are not news, that they were totally full of shit the entire time. And yet,
please go over that case one more time.
McCarthy
yeah,
releases all this footage to as
cherry pick that bullshit.
The only thing that's going to do is that's going to give everybody an idea of where the cameras were, what they could see. And if you couldn't see this part, oh, well, there's a blind side.
Also, where the Congress people were, whisked away to safety, like hidden rooms and stuff.
The routes they took.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. It's like, we have a lot more. We've got questions still on Jan 6 because we don't know who the bomber was. We kind of know, but we don't have proof. And we don't know who ripped out.
Well, if those three-toed footprints come back as a shaved down squatch that we know.
Yeah. We don't know who ripped out the panic button in Ayanna Presley's office. We don't know who informed the rioters of the windows that were not reinforced.
That the one office moved.
Yeah, and they
moved.
I want to say it was James Clyburn or
no,
or was it Pelosi or somebody's thing moved, Pelosi, and it was super hard office to find, but they found it right away. Yeah. And by the way, how about the tours? The many tours that all those Republicans gave the rioters, Bobo, Green, and there was some dude, I forget. When he's like, no, I never gave him tours, and here's video after video after video of them giving these people tours. And they were rioters. They were there on Jan 6. So it's like, these motherfuckers. It's like, I'm just so sick of the treasonous.
I'm not too sick of it. You know why? Because I recently heard the word. I heard the word. You know what the word is?
The bird is the word.
Georgia.
Fonnie Willis.
Day through.
Fonnie Willis, dude.
That is the word.
I want this to come. And, I was not talking, listen to me. I was listening to Mueller, She Wrote, and they went over this with Renato Mariotti, and who's an attorney, and he was saying, it's not going to be months. We're looking at weeks now. After this bombshell kind of drops, and not only that fucking juror needs to shut the fuck up. Sorry.
The foreman?
She needs to shut up.
I don't think so. I'm good with it.
I'm kind of not good with it because she could fuck up the case. And if she fucks up the case, I'm going to be really fucking pissed because look at all the work that Fonnie Willis went into this.
They released her because the case is so fucking solid.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah. It's solid as a rock. But, Trump is going to use this to, delay and all this other kind of bullshit. I don't know, man. There's so much evidence against that motherfucker.
Delaying is always going to be a tactic. There's always going to be the pushback. There's always going to be a delay. If there's an indictment, we have to be prepared for 2 to 3 years of delays. That's going to happen. That can legally happen, and that will happen. We have to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
We have to.
I feel like,
prepare for that.
I look at these people on Twitter and they're like, "Oh, I want him in jail, yesterday and stuff like that." I do too, but I know it's just, I hate to say it, but I hate to say it, but I really don't feel like he's going to face any consequences. He's not going to go to jail. He may be broke, but I feel like he won't go to prison. And I don't know what, because he's gotten away with it for so long. I just feel like
Trump Tower.
I don't see.
Trump Tower, I think, is where they're going to get him. That's the only thing that we're going to see him get anything on, unfortunately.
It's not a tumor.
It's like.
Should be.
It's just watching a criminal crime over and over and over again in plain fucking sight, and nobody's doing a goddamn thing about it, and we're all going crazy, pulling out our hair, going, "Isn't that a crime?"
Thing is it really comes down to the Republican Party grabbing everybody and grabbing them by the throat and pulling them in and punching them and going, "Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?" But the reality is that we just haven't
really organized
enough on the left side.
It's really the opposite.
To make that go away.
It's really the opposite, because the right keeps hitting themselves in their face, and we're like, "Keep going, assholes!" Because you just.
But they don't care.
I know they've got no shame. They've got no. It's like you can't even embarrass them. They're not embarrassed by a fucking thing. They have no shame. They have no empathy. No. It's like they have no no compunctions of just being a flat out fucking traitor.
No, none.
It's fucking disturbing. It's really.
If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed.
It's fucked up that we're living in this fucking time period and we're facing this shit right now. We should have seen it coming when we were kids, but we weren't political when we were kids. We were having too much fun, getting high in the tunnel.
Exactly. And I want to jump in here because Di and Tony, I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to take off and actually put more gasoline in my generator to be able to stay on here.
Well, I think you need to put pants on to do that.
I want to actually take off on something that we all talked about a little bit before, which is this is Black History Month.
Yeah.
And I have a little bit of a background in Black history that you might want to hear about.
Okay.
Do you want to hear about it?
Do you have time to talk about it now, or
we got time right now?
All right,
ready?
Do it.
So here we go. Back in the day, we had white people coming over to America. We all know that. We also had Native Americans in America, but the Native Americans in America had 5 of the civilized tribes. The civilized tribes meant that they just basically copied everything that the European white man did, including having black slaves to work their, plantations. But at one point, the American government said, no, you've had enough of those plantations. Now we're going to take over those for the white man. So we're going to push you on. And you're going to have to go way off into this other part of the country.
Frozen tundra.
The Trail of Tears.
Yeah, where shit won't grow, right?
Trail of Tears, yes.
Yep.
But when they went off in that direction, they took all the slaves with them. And when they got to Oklahoma, they were told that everybody would get 160 acres if they were a member of the tribe. It didn't matter if they were a female. It didn't matter if they were black. It didn't matter if they were a slave. It didn't matter if they were Native American. They got 160 acres. So you know what happened? A lot of people got those acres, and some of them sold them off to other people, and they made a lot of money, and they started this whole downtown area. And that became Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yep.
And in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they had all this money in this one area because when the train came through, if you went to the right, you went to the white man's utopia. And if you went to the left, you went to the black man's utopia. And they had enough money to really put it through. But what happened was at some point, they said, no, they're getting too powerful. and we want that land now. So that's when they came in and they not only took over them by coming in and pushing them out of their own businesses
and massacring and burning the place down
with hoods on, with burning torches going. Even more important than that, something that hasn't happened any other time in America. They took to the air. They took to the air and they had all the people local that had airplanes, and they took off and they came by and they bombed them. They air bombed American citizens. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, with like crop dusting, because we're talking the what 30s, 40s. This is
early in the 30s.
Yeah. And it's
that's why they don't have it. And here in Metro Detroit, we have our own story that Di and I are going to cover in a future series, hopefully. Definitely a future episode, but talking about 375, because 375 was very similar. Now we have, as white
I don't know
folk,
what 375 is. I'm sorry.
As white folk, we come down I-75.
Oh, yeah.
And it transitions to 375, and we
Okay.
come in right there.
Okay.
But did you know that everywhere that 375 is, that used to be the Black Wall Street of Detroit?
No shit.
No shit.
Fucking did not know that. This is kind of shit that we don't fucking learn in school, you know? Mm-hmm. And because our history's been whitewashed forever, they're gonna keep pushing it, and I say keep pushing back. Fuck them.
Right on it, right here on HBL Radio Nation.
Fuck them. We're gonna take a break.
Subscribe everywhere on all the socials.
We're gonna take a break.
Right here for you.
Tony, play the music. We're gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna come back on a little bit earlier before Brian gets back. So we're just gonna take a few minute break. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Don Jr.'s on coke.
All right, we're back. We have a special guest. You insignificant. Special guest in the house, ladies and gentlemen. My beautiful husband. He doesn't want to be seen on camera. So he put on his predator mask that he made for Halloween.
Yes.
It's very hard to hear you. You're very muffled. Just like the Darth Nihilist.
Darth Nihilist.
If any Howard Stern fans out there know it's Darth Nihilist. Yeah, so Brian had to go get more gasoline for his generator because he's out of power. And so he said he'd be back about 15 minutes. So we're gonna shoot the shit with my husband Tony. He's also the producer and the sound engineer and the designer and does everything for the show. So Brian and I could not do what we do without Tony. So thank you to Tony. And if he doesn't want to be seen on camera, that's cool with me. I'm right behind him, actually. Hello. Yeah, so we got the full studio showing tonight. The record collection and the drum kit. And speakers and the gear. No green screens tonight. So, Choni, what do you want to talk about? What was the one news story that kind of really got your craw this week?
Nothing.
Oh, come on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
It's muffled, but yeah.
Duh.
Darth Nihilist.
What am I supposed to do? You won't answer my calls. You changed your number. I mean, I'm not going to be ignored.
Yeah, what, you got nothing to say? Nothing about the Fox News people?
No.
No. Nothing.
You're tearing me apart!
It's an adult human female?
Yeah. Tony's got nothing to say, so he's not really the greatest guest host.
An indictment.
We need to bring in somebody like Billy.
An indictment. An indictment.
Billy, you want to be on live?
And after you kissed me, I always used to wipe my mouth. Wipe my mouth!
Betty Davis of Human Bondage. Great movie. Yeah, the Hollywood Code.
Little fuck!
Oh my God. Can't get a word in. Hollywood Code. Suppress that movie.
You dick!
Oh, God!
Well, this is no fun, so I'm going to just go ahead.
I think you hurt my head real bad.
The thing about what happens, there's always a major, we do the show on Thursday, so there's always a major fucking news dump on Friday. And last Friday, we got the whole news dump about Fox News, Sean Hannity, Laura Ingraham, and Tucker Carlson all admit that they knew in 2020 election was not stolen from that neck Gina Cheerio lips. So, yeah, Tucker called Cheerio lips demonic force, and that he was afraid that he would be destroyed by Trump if they made any missteps. This is like the most fucked up thing I've ever heard. And Ingram says that Carlson said that Powell is lying. And by the way, I caught her. This is insane. And then Ingram said, "Oh, Sydney's a complete nut. No one will work with her." And ditto with Rudy. Now these motherfuckers said to their audience, which is millions and millions of people.
Lead guitarist who was amazing, but he talked like this shit. Outside of that, would you bring him into your band?
No. I've had that guy in my band before. Okay.
I've had that guy in my band.
Okay.
I love that.
No, I seriously, because how many, I mean, Brian, how many bands have I been in? A lot. How many dudes have I fucking worked with? A lot.
Thousands.
So in Florida, I had a drummer who.
How many dudes that you worked with over again?
You can only you, baby. So, yeah, this drummer in Florida.
Yeah.
Because he was also contributor in the background vocals, and sometimes he would sing a lead in a song. So he had a
background vocal guy. You know, if they're on the drums or bass or anything, you know, if you got a background vocal guy that is a good background vocal guy,
got to give him a mic, right? So I give him the mic, and thank God, you know, I had control over the mixing board, because he, in between songs, he would get on his soapbox and say how much, you know, he hated Barack Obama and don't vote for him and all this stuff.
You're hired
and
for
half
background vocals.
and half the people would leave. So I would mute his fucking ass. You know, I'd mute his channel, right? Yeah. And I'm like, you got to stop talking about this shit. If you don't stop talking about it, I'm going to do it every fucking time. Watch me. And he wouldn't stop. So I kept doing it. And he got in my face during the break in between sets. And he's like, you got to stop doing that. I said, you got to get off your fucking soapbox, because nobody here wants to hear your political opinions. Nobody. Everybody came here to be entertained by a rock and roll band, and all they want to do is dance and have fun, and all you want to do is talk about the scary black man. So I you know, fuck you and shut the fuck up.
You dick.
Gotta tell you, it was like, and by the way, the same drummer, I had bouncers come up to me one night at a different club, and they asked me to ask my drummer to please stop grabbing men's asses in the bar. And I looked at these guys who are like 350-pound fucking football players, and they're like 6'4", and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" And they're like,
"They're wee boys."
Yeah, we are serious.
They can't even play rugby, can they? They're just tiny little.
He's scared of the black man, but he's going around grabbing men's asses in the fucking crowded bar where we are playing, making us all look bad. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It was just. What a fucked up guy that guy was. And I just had to, like, you know, so I've already had that guy in my fucking band. And, now I think I'm dealing with Trumpers now. And I already got the text message today that they don't want to play. They don't want to play as many shows.
Dealing with divorcees now, based on what Marge said.
Well, I don't even know, but
they're divorcees.
I just got the text message today from the new band that I'm trying to work with. We were supposed to have band practice last night.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is an ongoing thing.
Yeah, no, it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. Yeah. You know, because of the ice storm, and I was sick too. If there was no ice storm, I would have stayed home anyway because I was sick, and I wouldn't want to get that whole room of fucking people sick, just like you.
Yeah.
So
honorable.
Yeah, so I, you know, I canceled band practice or whatever, and I talked to the drummer. I met the drummer the first time, like last Saturday night at that party we went to, and he revealed to the guys that I want to play a lot more than they want to play. They only want to jam, you know, rehearse once a week and maybe play once a month.
Who wants to do that? I don't understand that. As a musician,
how about we play as much as we can? How about you get as many gigs as you fucking can and do as many gigs as you can? Like
Yeah.
I don't even understand this mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it at all. It's like, okay.
I don't get it. Yeah.
So anyway, whatever. It's something I'm gonna have
Is
to deal
there
with.
some weird, like, circuit that people respect that's, well, they only want to play, like, once because they're bored, or something like that? I mean, is there some horse shit like that
All
out
I
there?
want to do is get as many. I know I could never play 4 or 5 nights a week like I did in Florida. This is not an entertainment state.
But I want to.
I would love to. I would absolutely love to. If I could get back to something like that and have something great again. But I just don't see it. I just really don't.
No,
It's,
up here we have to compete with, like, it's
mediocre
either
white man syndrome.
or Wednesday nights, this is our trivia night. And if you get enough scores, you could get a free drink.
Yeah. And got to compete with, the hockey and the football and the baseball and everything else.
All the sports are good. Oh, the big sports are good because you just don't, play when
I don't
they're
mind
playing.
if it's a
And then when they're
playoff.
done, then you go.
If it's a playoff game, if it's the World Series, if it's the Super Bowl, I don't mind waiting to play. You know what I mean?
We're
But I've had
pros.
to.
You and I are pros. We know when to play and when not to play.
Yeah. We've been doing this for a long fucking time, and I was shocked to hear that. Oh, yeah, we don't really want to play that much. I'm like, really? We don't even have one gig yet. We haven't even rehearsed yet. And you're already telling me you don't want to fucking play gigs. I don't know what the fuck to say except for fucking you.
No. Flat out no.
I don't know what to say. I don't know. I hope they fucking see this. I don't even care.
Say hello to my little friend.
So, let's not waste our time with our personal lives. I don't know.
So you're not going with that band, is what you're saying.
I said I would give it 5 rehearsals, and I highly doubt we'll get anywhere in 5 rehearsals. Because I will be fighting them on material every step of the fucking way. And I might not even want to give it 5 rehearsals. I mean,
if
I haven't even gotten to
in and bail at 3, good.
I haven't even gotten to the first one yet. I made a commitment of 5, but I'm already seeing that it's. I don't even think it's going to get that far. So, I knew it when they only picked 13 out of my 193 songs I gave them. I almost shit a brick when I give them 100 and almost 200 songs, and they only picked 13. I was, whoa.
You foolish, stupid man.
That's a new one. I haven't heard that one yet. Bri, you got to pick up your notes, bro, because all I see is the top of your head. Right? So, yeah.
I know it.
That's what a lot of guys say.
Oh, my God. Especially that 1980s middle part getting a little thin. Getting a little thin up there, dude.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Between the January 6th subpoenas this week and the Georgia subpoenas this week, it's just astonishing. It's great.
Ivanka and Jared subpoenaed yesterday.
Jared is, and not the pedophilic Jared, allegedly. Because we don't know what this Jared's into.
God.
But this guy has been worried for a long time about what's going on.
Right.
And he actually is kind of that creepy Weasley guy that maybe is going to squeeze through all the cracks. But he's the guy that actually might have all the information.
He's got $2 billion from the Saudis to shut his ass up. So I don't know. I don't know. He's such a weasel.
He has.
I can't even imagine Ivanka being attracted to him. Tony, do me a favor. Stop the
Olyanka?
stop the
Olyanka?
disco ball, because I think
Somebody
that,
said Olyanka?
I think that's what's creating the noise that I'm hearing. So
The
anyway,
mention of Olyanka?
no, Ivanka and Jared, they were in the White. Ivanka was there on Jan 6. So, and it's funny. It's funny how they're like, oh, I took a shower at this time, and then I fed the dog, and I brushed my teeth, but I don't remember what happened in between this time and that time.
For a little while he went to take a piss.
Go fuck yourselves. I loved what Zoe Lofgren said. She was like, something about a grand jury subpoena might jog their memories. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, it was something along the lines of that.
I don't think you're paraphrasing. I think you're just phrasing on that one.
No, but
and I'm all for it. Yeah.
But
yeah.
A subpoena is a subpoena. When you are subpoenaed and you are under oath, you should be telling the motherfucking truth, whether it's in front of Congress, a judge, a grand jury. I don't give two shits what it is. If I got subpoenaed, if I had a subpoena served to me, do you realize how badly I'd be shitting in my fucking pants? But
Your Honor, I'm pretty certain
happen.
that those two squatches did not exist in reality, and therefore I did not have sex with them.
It doesn't happen every day that you get subpoenaed by a special counsel or a grand jury, and you are the children and the son-in-law of the fucking former POTUS. So we gotta, take things into consideration here, because it's kind of like, it's been a slow trickle, and I think we've kind of become immune because people like you and me and Brian and my husband, it's like,
that's where they started it. Trickle down.
We all know this motherfucker's guilty. We all know he's guilty.
It's a trap.
We all know the traitors in the Congress.
Who?
Oh, Citrus Caligula.
Who?
Yeah, Neckgina Cheerio lips.
Who?
Trumpopath.
Who?
Sadistic fucko.
Who?
Sadistic fucko.
Don Jr.'s on coke.
Oh my God, did you hear his video where he was like, I want to put...
I didn't need to. I saw that Con Jr. was on the move and had his hand in his pocket, mostly because he was really playing with his own rocket, and he was really trying to get all kinds of drugs.
No, dude.
That was the
I
whole
know
thing.
I know that's crickets. Did you see the video where Trump said he wants to put he wants to have juveniles thrown in jail, and he wants to give them the death penalty, and oh my God, and I'm like, when I saw the video, I was hell went over.
We're gonna make it serious for them. They're gonna have serious repercussions.
Yeah, Hal Sparks went over it, and and everybody in the chat on Hal Sparks was just absolutely fucking horrified. Are you kidding me? You are such a sadistic fuck. It's disgusting how sadistic he is. It really is.
Bud, what's your problem?
And his fucking whole thing with the train wreck going to the train. Oh my God.
Well, here's the thing. He went there and he bought them all, Big Macs, which basically means that he not only deregulated the area, he also gave them all diarrhea. If any of them were doing a colonoscopy on the next day, they would be really, really cleared out based on him. And if you watch all the video, he goes on to the McDonald's folks, and they go, "I know
signing autographs.
I know this menu better than you do."
He was signing autographs at the McDonald's, acting like a big shot,
merch
liking, his Chinese merch, saying, "We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna take care of you. You're not the fucking president anymore, you fucking loser." Seriously, he's like, we're gonna take care of you, and we're gonna do this, and and I gave you my Trump water. You know, he only talked about the people there for like 2 fucking minutes, and the whole other fucking time he talked about himself and his fucking water and what he's gonna do for the fucking people there when he's not the fucking POTUS anymore.
Trump water is that when you buy 100 milligrams of it, there's only 80 left when you actually buy it.
I don't get these people. 70% of that place.
Thank you, Tony. I needed that. Yeah.
70% of that place is on what do you call them? Food stamps.
Shut up!
Or what do you
Shut
call
up!
it now?
Shut up!
It's not food stamps anymore. They call it something else now. What's it called? Food stamps, but there's a new word for it. Oh, forget it. 70%
America.
70% of them are white. 70% of them are food stamps, and 70% of them fucking voted for Trump. Guess what? You get what you fucking deserve, Ohio. You keep voting in Republicans. Somebody like goddamn Jim Jordan.
They just looked
Jim Jordan?
At,
really?
Everything on the border, and the border was considered actually to be tighter than it was when Trump was around, even before the order to have a wall.
And COVID.
Yeah.
COVID shut everything down. So he's like, I brag about my numbers. It was the best. It was the best we've ever seen. If I hear him say, we've never seen anything like this before, ever. You know what? He's just a slogan, Captain. He's a Captain slogan.
What color did you want your
casket? Yeah. Here's my new favorite one. The art of the fictional made-up Sir story.
Yeah.
Because he's always at his rallies. He's like, yeah, there's this guy who said, sir.
Sir.
So
the big
instead of
burly
art of the
men
deal.
with tears running down their cheeks that say sir. Yeah.
Instead of art of the deal, it's art of the fictional made-up Sir story.
I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all
I think
your bodies.
If we really, really worked hard, we could get video of Billy crying and saying, sir. If we caught a tear running down his cheek and him saying, sir, I think that would do so much for this show.
Oh, my God.
I really think it does. I think if Billy is a real patriot, he will work with us on this.
I don't know.
I do.
I don't know. A video clip, maybe a drop, but not a video clip.
And all of a sudden, maybe panic might
tear
start to set in, and all those Red Bulls you drink could send you into full coronary meltdown.
That's Billy. That's our good friend.
I know that's Billy, because
he's the guy who wrote the music.
Said that Tony could piss into 2 different urinals because he saw it happen one day.
He's a character. He's the guy who wrote and recorded the material that's at the front, at the top of our show, and at the end of our
like
show.
a 2-headed snake. I saw you pissing into 2 urinals at the same time at the boat club. Your forehead is like a penis.
I love both of those.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a character. That's for damn sure.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Yeah, you've known him for a long time too, right? You've known him since what? 17, 18.
I don't know how much I want to incriminate myself.
Well, no, I mean you worked at Pontiac Music and Sound, and he worked there too, and he.
Yep.
Did you work there at the same time or
I
no?
knew Billy before he worked at Pontiac Music and Sound because I was a kid when I worked there.
You gotta quit leaning forward, dude, because I don't see you half your face. And
at the time, he was working.
You need to sit back, dude, because all I can see is like
John John's?
A quarter of your face. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi.
Hello? Yeah, you gotta pull back, dude, because you're like, there you go, because you're leaning. I always see a quarter of your face when you're leaning in, and then the top of your head.
Don Jr.'s on coke.
I think you're drunk and high, dude.
That might be.
I might be right.
You foolish, stupid man.
You know who that is?
No.
Vincent Price.
Oh, well, if I heard it one more time, I probably would have noticed that, but yeah.
You
Vincent
foolish,
Price.
stupid man.
Vincent Price actually worked one of the great presentations of a movie based on I Am Legend, which is by Richard Matheson. Richard Matheson wrote half of all of the Twilight Zones and half of all of the Night Galleries. So this whole thing came about, and all of a sudden Richard, he's there, and he's supposed to be a masculine guy, but he sprawls across this, picnic table. He's like, "Hello, my darling. What are you about?" And it's like, he's not very masculine, but we're gonna give him lead. Go. And they went with it. So The Last Man on Earth is one of the very good representations of Richard Matheson's I Am Legend.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a black man also. Yes. Can you hear me? Hello?
Information.
Hello.
I guess we're not talking about politics tonight.
We're talking about anything.
We're talking about politics, yes, and Black history, and all of that.
And gun violence. Oh my God! Slur your words more, Brian.
Oh my God!
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Red Rum.
Well,
Yeah, something we need to talk about. Madeline Kahn.
Huh?
Oh my God.
Figured I'd throw that in.
Well, between Brian and Tony, I don't know if I'm coming or going right now.
You're a goddamn disgrace!
Well, maybe we'll just talk.
I'm just
the show
amazed
up to
that
having
I'm
fun.
still on. I'm still on power because I've run out twice now to add wonderful petrol to
I know.
things
Well,
I'm still
what
on
do you? I
power.
mean, you're running your
going.
refrigerator. You're running. What else are you? What do you have the generator on?
My refrigerator is done. It's all done. It's all done. All the power is here because I want to be on a show.
Where you
Still
going?
hear that fucking
Nowhere.
noise? Do you hear that noise?
Yeah, it's on his end. It's just
On my end.
internet.
It's on your end.
That's the generator running in the background, motherfucker.
Oh my God. Oh
Yes.
my God. Is it one that you have outside your garage and all that?
No, it's inside the
Yeah,
house.
I had to go out and actually start it. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
It's not a built-in one that's like,
No.
yeah.
Oh my God. What the hell do you think?
Well,
I'm not living on a cruise ship or anything like that. Of
Some
course,
people
I have to go
transitioned
out
over
and
to that
start
shit. And
Certainly.
I not only have to go out and start that shit, I have to start that shit, and then I have to run the cable all the way back to the house and plug it into the house. And then flip all the shit over in the house. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have an external connection.
yes.
Nice.
There you go.
It's
Power's
not
out.
a tumor.
It's funny you're not that far away and your power's out and mine is. I've got mine on. I don't know.
Yeah,
I could have walked over.
to DTE.
Yeah,
And
DTE
in
is right in
future
our
episodes,
neighborhood.
We may actually end up with me walking over because I have an Arctic suit. I'll just put it on, waltz over.
Oh my God.
Who the fuck said that?
No, it's just weird that we are not that far away from each other and you don't have power
Less than a
and I
mile.
do. Yeah. Less
Yeah.
than a mile for sure. Yeah. And it's just weird. The grid. And not only that, DTE is in your grid, like in your neighborhood.
Yeah, assholes.
I don't even know what to say about that. How do I have power and you don't? I don't know. You're closer to DTE than we are. I'm just glad that they're close because we rarely are out of power here.
I don't know.
This was my mind talking.
Yeah. No, Tony went out last night and he said his windshield wipers were covered with a half-inch of fucking ice.
Yeah. My whole car.
Yeah. Is your wife, do you have a garage?
Do I have a what?
A garage.
No. We have a garage, but it's all wood that we burn for the season. So it's not usable for a car.
What do you have in your hand right now?
Bong.
A bong?
Nice.
God, no wonder he's fucking wasted.
Vagina.
Oh my God,
What?
dude.
Vagina.
Man, just stay away from my fucking lady friend.
Raw Power Studios. That's the name of the studio. Raw Power. Oh my God. Bong hits. We might as well get fucking all your fucking friends on here, Tony, and just have a party tonight. Because it seems like shit's off the rails. Normally we're serious.
Wow.
Not tonight. Kind of let the collar down a little bit. Come on.
Where you going? Nowhere.
So yeah.
It's only us. We have no people on the fucking on YouTube. It's just you and me.
They probably don't have any power.
Oh my God. Only power across the country. I promoted it today on Tony Michael's show. And, I don't know. We'll see. Don't know.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think it's Tony's hilarious with his Predator helmet on. Doesn't want to be seen.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Ooh.
TOPLESS.
Negative. Not gonna do it. Are you a fan of Howard Stern?
I was. I became a bigger fan of Howard Stern on 9/11.
Oh,
when that happened, I was driving into work, and all of a sudden, he changed his show up, and they brought in, a whole bunch of video feeds, which for them was just bringing in monitors on screens, bring them in front of him for him to disseminate.
Yeah, and they
I
would
thought that was really, the trial by fire. And when that happened, I really was
I think it changed him. Because after that, it changed his show completely. He became...
This guy has the ability to be, totally
serious.
Fuck around. Yeah. Spit in your face, slapstick humor thing. But
fart jokes and stuff, and
if something happens, he's going to go.
Yeah.
And he actually had so many other feeds in on his show. I thought that was great.
They replay it every 9/11. They replay that show.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing it again, maybe a year after or something like that, and just going, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Nobody knew what was happening. Everybody was in a state of confusion. Then the news reports started coming in, and then there was just, okay, now we know we're under attack because first plane hit. Is that a mistake? Second plane hit. Now we're under attack. Then we got the plane. I can't remember what happened first. The plane going down in Pennsylvania or the one hitting the Pentagon. But then it was fucking for sure. Okay, for sure.
I think.
Was Pennsylvania first and then the Pentagon?
No, Pentagon first.
Yeah.
I don't know. That part's a blur, but
eating moron.
Either one.
It was just
either
bad.
one. It hit, and that's when we knew that this wasn't right. Yeah.
When the second plane hit, I'm like, we're under attack. When it hit the Pentagon, we're under attack. When we found out, found out after the fact what really went down on the plane in Pennsylvania. That plane was like 40 or 50 feet underground. It just went and went fucking underground. Like,
buried in. Yeah.
It's just, what a fucking devastating. I mean, it's just. And then you got conspiracy theorists like Marjorie Taylor Greene, like, oh, there's never a plane that hit the Pentagon. We never saw the plane remnants. And, oh, yeah? Really? Do you know anything about science, you dumb cunt?
It's called aluminum.
Fuck. You know, when a bullet hits somebody, it doesn't bounce off them and, spread shrapnel everywhere. No,
when
it actually goes in the fucking body.
Shoot up in the air, it's just God's way of coming on people.
I gotta tiptoe through the tulips with these assholes.
I want her to go down. I heard something today that she had a criminal charge against her.
Has.
I heard there was a criminal charge against her, but I could not corroborate it before the show. Because they had that fucking stupid trial on. And the double murderer guy. What a country bumpkin this guy asshole was. I mean, what a fucking asshole. He's running around like a lawyer. He's a lawyer. He's running around with a badge and lights on his car. Using his white privilege all over the goddamn place. Gets in a boat accident. Goes to the hospital wearing his badge so he gets special treatment. Rides around all over. I don't even know where the fuck he's from. Do you know where he's from?
No.
Oh, yeah. He's riding all over.
South Carolina.
He's riding all over with guns in his car, on the dashboard, in the cup holder, on the seat next to him. Just like all sorts. He was like, the shit he was saying during this fucking trial. I was like, I did not pay attention to most of it today because I was just
36 have been accused of spousal
doing other shit. But we gotta play that video.
Yes.
And then he's like, yeah, riding around with
the gas. I gotta cut over in about 10 minutes.
All right, play this video real quick. Listen to this, Brian. This is amazing.
36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested.
You got to go right to the front.
This video is going ultra viral with millions of views.
I know. I gotta go back. Sorry. It's not the one I wanted.
It's on HBL Radio Nation feed.
What, on Twitter?
I retweeted it a couple times.
Look at.
I will not look
it's
at
on my on the profile page.
No.
Yep, keep going. Keep going down. Down. Down.
No.
It's not there?
No.
I shoved all those things to HBL Radio Nation today.
Oh, okay. So.
Refresh, see if it works.
Yeah.
Brian even shoved some things to HBL Radio and tagged us.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. So
okay, this was whoa moment.
Brian can't see it, but he can hear it.
Guess which is it? Is it NBA or NFL? 36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses. 3 have done time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year. How many of you think NBA? How many of you think NFL? Well, the answer is neither. It's the 435 members of the United States Congress.
Jesus.
Now listen to it again. Listen to it again. Knowing the answer. Listen to it again.
Guess which is it? Is it NBA or NFL? 36 have been accused of spousal abuse. 7 have been arrested for fraud. 19 have been accused of writing bad checks. 117 have directly or indirectly been bankrupted at least 2 businesses. 3 have done time for assault. 71, I repeat, 71 cannot get a credit card due to their bad credit. 14 have been arrested on drug-related charges. 8 have been arrested for shoplifting. 21 currently are defendants in lawsuits, and 84 have been arrested for drunk driving in the last year. How many of you think NBA? How many of you think NFL? Well, the answer is neither. It's the 435 members of the United States Congress.
That's amazing. And you know what? He should say, you know, which side they're all on, by the way. I know there's a few Dems out there that, you know, haven't done the most, but they're not like the right, you know? And the 21 defendants who are already in court cases right now, we know they're all on the right now.
Well.
We know it. We know it.
Don Jr.'s on coke.
So, you want to... I forget which podcast I listened to. They went through it. Was it Mueller, She Wrote, or Tony Michael's show, or I don't know. Stephanie Miller this morning? I forget.
Sorry to jump in, but I think I'm about to drop off because I've got to go back out to that thing and feed it more of that gas.
More adult human female?
It burns fast, dude. You got to fill it every fucking, what, half hour?
Every 2 hours, yeah.
It's not been 2 hours.
Well, I let it drain down. But I got to fill it up before my wife gets on her call. So.
Ooh.
Shut up! Shut up!
All right, are you out for the night?
Until the power comes back on, I am, and then I'll see you then.
Okay. All right.
See ya.
Thanks, Brian. Are you going to leave the meeting or are you going to come back?
No, I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
Oh, my God. He's fucking hammered.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
It's a lie!
Where you going? Nowhere.
All right, you get your gas, man. We'll see you next week, and thanks for the interesting show tonight.
You know something? The government doesn't want you to know about the whole thing about me hitting this.
Oh my God, he's hammered. Tony, you gonna come back on the show or end it in 15 minutes, or should we just end it? It's up to you. I don't care.
I'll come back on.
Wow. Brian's been hitting the sauce today. Looks like we didn't get much done, seriously, on our show like I like to. This is my chance to, vent all the week's news. And I didn't get to do that. So, I don't know. Nobody's watching anyways. It doesn't really matter. Nobody gives a shit about us. We talk like Tony Michaels. We have attitude in the show experience like hell. Sparks. I don't know. But I'm a girl. And nobody wants to hear me talk.
Hello, check.
Nobody wants to hear a woman,
check.
Push
Hello?
out her fucking opinion.
Anyone?
Tony listens to me. He's the only one. Brian listens to me. There's a few others.
Hello?
Not many. We can hear you.
I don't need the screen anymore because I have this.
Yeah, I know. It's a automatic spit guard.
Yes.
And you sound like Darth Nihilus.
Yes.
God, you gotta get that clip. I'm Darth Nihilus. I'm Dark Nihilist. Any Howard Stern fans out there? Yeah, I love Howard. Copyright strike. Stop.
Lunatic.
Stop it. We'll get a copyright strike. So, well, we might as well end it. Anybody out there who sees the show later, thanks for putting your eyeballs on us. I don't even know what to say. It's been interesting.
Black eyes.
Watch our previous shows because, we do talk about serious subjects. Not tonight. It was kind of very cash tonight. So, hopefully, we'll see you next week. Thanks so much. I'm Diane Russell. That's Tony Russell.
You.
And Brian Gallagher was the drunk guy.
Weaker than I.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Have a good night. Peace out, people.
This is a man who smokes Marlboro cigarettes. What kind of a man is he?
My boy!
Yeah.
Yes, I'd like to speak to Sticker Commander, please.
What?
Universe!
I'm looking for a sticker for my girlfriend's business. It's like a flower on her door for her business.
More parson monsters old.
My girlfriend owns a boutique. Could you do...
No.
You couldn't do something for my girlfriend who owns a boutique, like a door sticker?
No.
Just monsters and bars, that's it?
Yes.
I like to take it apart and put it back together.
Red Bull. Heineken. Cigarettes. Knives.
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Knives. Cigarettes. Heineken.
Give me another smoke.
Red Bull. Cats. Trucks. Stickers.
Idiot.
Mopars. Monsters. Heinekens. Red Bulls. Cigarettes.
You don't forget to smoke, though. I always smoke when I work. They go together.
What? No.
I use a shark hook to catch bass on Square Lake, and then they die.
My boy!
Oh, I got one now. Oh, that hook's way down in there. There's only 4 prongs on it. Did you say 4 prongs?
3
It's
prongs.
gonna die. Oh my god. Playing video games. Smoking cigarettes. Red Bull. Red Bull. Cigarettes.
What?
Heineken.
Yeah.
Zombies. Heineken.
No. Yeah.
Monsters. Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Would you recommend Marlboro to your friends? I already have.
Give me another smoke.
Me 2 smokes.
Give me a Red Bull. I need some caffeine to start this day.
Give me a 5-pack.
Give me another Red Bull. I want 2.
I want the 5-pack.
Cigarettes. 2 packs.
Give me a carton.
Cats. Catbird. Heineken.
Let me get 7
Cigarettes.
cat
Marlboro.
litters, please.
Heineken. Red Bull. Red Bull. Cats. Cigarettes. Red Bull. Grab me a smoke. Sticker Commander.
My boy!
Shark hook.
Shark hook.
Red Bull.
Space rockets and a new load of Heineken beer are loaded aboard.
Cat Sanctuary. 25 by 30. 30 by 30.
Good
30 by 40.
indication that maybe you should call a handyman.
50 by 50.
Also, you might want to look in your wallet to see how much money you want to disappear.
No, I don't do that. No, I don't do that either.
That is the best thing about a handyman.
I'm playing video games. Red Bull. Smoking cigarettes. Red Bull. Heineken.
Red Bull.
2 Heineken. Red Bull.
Make it 6.
Yes, I was wondering if you could come over and replace my sink.
Universe!
I don't need the whole universe done. I was just thinking about the kitchen sink.
Practically everything is on board now, and And the last case of Heineken's beer is lifted aboard.
Marlboro. Cigarettes. Red Bull. Heineken.
Am I not?
Cat. Red Bull.
No.
Heineken.
That's the best thing about a handyman. They can do multiple things on the same visit. For example, I might repair a deck, replace a faucet, clean the gutters, and repair a hole in the wall all on the same trip.
No.
Hitler escaped to Brazil.
No.
Grabbing my knife.
Yeah.
Shark hook. Shark hook. Monster. Stickers. Heineken. Or stickers, monster stickers only. Red Bull. Marlboro.
Filter out a certain level of caffeine and sugar. Long-term abuse can lead to liver.
Hey man, I was wondering if you could come over
No.
and replace my deck with a brand new
No.
deck. Cigarettes.